Shkoach. We're reading the Parsha where Yaakov sends Esav agents or Malochim. Question: were they humans? Were they Malochim, angels in human form? And the message he sent to Esav was, Im Lavan garti ve'echara auto. I sojourned with Lavan, and I was delayed till now. So one of the interpretations of Garti, Dover Acher, Garti b'gematria Taryag, numerically Garti is 613. Klom im Lavan harosha Garti v'targ mitzvah shamarti. Despite the fact that it was in such a negative environment, where initially it was impossible to survive at any level, but I was able to fulfill Targ Mitzvos, the 613 precepts, V'lo lamarti ma'asav haroim. It seems to be superfluous. If Targ Mitzvah shamarti, so it's understood, V'lo lamarti ma'asav haroim. I didn't learn from his evil ways. We find in last week's Parsha that Yaakov made a neder that if Hashem provides certain things for him, certain amenities, I will give I'll tithe everything, 10%, whatever I have. See, it said, one of the things was, V'shavti b'sholom b'beis ovi. If you return me in peace to my father's household. So Rashi says, what's b'sholom? Sholom in achet. Doesn't mean only physically whole, but I'm sholom in achet. I'm whole, that I haven't been tainted with sin. Shlo elmad midivrei Lavan, that I shouldn't learn from his ways. So this was his request. Shlo elmad mi Lavan, I shouldn't learn from his ways. Im Lavan garti v'lo lamarti ma'asav haroim. I did not. Meaning, Esav was convinced that Yaakov cannot survive this environment. The influences of Lavan are overwhelming. He's a target mitzvah shamati v'lo marti ma'asav haroim. So therefore, when was Yaakov greater? Before he left or after he returned? Definitely after he returned. Despite the challenges of Lavan, in Lavan garti, target mitzvah shamarti. And despite I was in that environment, so just initially, as when I left and I received the bracha, I was not vulnerable to your attack, because it's a kol Yaakov. Today, even more so, in terms of its dimension of value, it's even greater. Because lo ma'asav haroim. Because here, normally, under normal circumstances, it's impossible not to be influenced, and I wasn't influenced. Meaning, I was omid bin nesoyon. Despite the overwhelming test, I was totally not affected. But yet we find Yaakov is worried. Maybe I was diminished to some degree. Maybe I became soiled with sin. What's his concern? I didn't learn from Lavan's evil ways. So what was the concern about? So we mentioned Neimed Orach Chaim HaKadosh last week. He said, "Imiya Elokimi Modi." When he initially accepted this level of commitment, he accepted on himself that the evaluation should be based on Midas Adin. Now, he didn't say Imiya Hashemi Modi, Imiya Elokimi Modi. That was the evaluation. When you deal with Elokimi Modi, a person, as much as you believe, Targ Mitzvah Shamati Ma'asav haroim, but factually, is it perfect enough? And if it's not perfect, even if he says Shema nislachlachti bechet, he didn't say Shema chotosi. Maybe I was soiled with sin. There was something that didn't meet the grade. The exactness of Midas Adin will not tolerate this. That was his concern. Katonim kolach hasodim, that despite I was diminished, all the chesed you did with me, that was Yaakov's concern. So even though he knew Targ Mitzvah Shamati, lo mati ma'asav haroim, but factually, on an infinitesimal level, on a microscopic level, if there was any degree of trace of chet, this would be a claim against him, and this would cause him to be vulnerable to the attack of Esav.